Welcome back to another Lifeless Tuesday, the podcast where I forgot how to podcast. Welcome. Hello.
Thank you for the welcome.
We have a guest again this week. We've had guests like the last 3 episodes. We haven't had any non-guest episodes. We have Messy, PB's sister. Hello.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Hello. You're welcome.
I don't know if we've ever talked about it on the podcast, but yeah, like the begging to be on the podcast.
We were
2 months of being
pestered.
worn down.
Much begging.
Honestly, I was saying before we started recording, I did forgot we had a podcast today, so I was just thinking out like a week. So yeah, this is just thrown together. Yeah, okay, which I guess all of our podcasts are.
It wasn't thrown together.
It was for me. Like I had no idea what we were doing until like last night, and I still don't know what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on this week? I don't know. Anything interesting happen?
I went to school.
How was that?
Great. Kobe
Good.
and I have been playing Tears of the Kingdom a little too much.
I want to play that eventually. I still need to finish Breath of the Wild though.
I
just don't
haven't
play
finished
Switch
Breath
often.
of the Wild. It's
I played the game tons, but I just never finished Ganon the fight.
yeah, neither did I. But it's really good. It's super epic. I played enough
spoilers.
of Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I won't. I played enough of Breath of the Wild to understand what's going on. So.
Because isn't it like the same map for the most part? Just like stuff added to it, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
it's
you
the
don't have to
same
say
map,
completely.
and there's stuff added, and it's a mystery that you're solving. So it's pretty pretty epic.
Yeah, because really all I've seen, which like this is not even spoilers, it's just like Twitter clips, is like I've seen about or heard about the map thing, and then I don't even know like something about building or how like you have like more creativity in some aspect. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to avoid spoilers, but I'm also not like seeking them out. Just kind of whatever. Because I don't know. This might give me a controversy. Even though I love Zelda, it's like I don't think anyone like freaks out over the story as much. It's just a fun game to play, or at least from my experience. I don't know.
Yeah, but this one, I actually care about the story, and I'm invested.
That's
Well,
fair.
it
Like
is.
it's a good story. I just feel like, at least from I guess I haven't even played the other Zelda games, so I can't speak. But it's just like save Zelda like story like in some capacity. So it's like I'm not going to be like too surprised, but I'm definitely going to check out this game in the future. I have like a wish list of games I need to save up for. Like,
I really want to get it. I'm broke.
Same. Spider-Man 2 finally got a date, October 20th. That is like the one game like I'm like ready for. Like, the first one was amazing. Miles Morales was amazing. I'm dying for that. Insomniac Studios are like, actually I can't even say that. I was gonna say they're one of the best studios, but like every time that someone says that, a studio releases like a horrible game like Cyberpunk. So I don't want to risk it. I've seen it happen too many times. But Messy, anything happened this week? Anything interesting? No.
My insomnia has been really bad.
I've never had insomnia. Like I feel like today I woke up like an hour earlier, which sucked. I couldn't go back to sleep, but that's like the worst I've gotten. I usually just take melatonin and knock out.
I feel like
Oh.
insomnia runs in our family.
It does.
Yeah, I think that's just a you guys thing.
Because I understand exactly where Messi is coming from. Until you're just like, I just take melatonin. Like, what? Sleep?
No, literally, I
That's
fall
easy.
asleep within. Okay, this game sound like I don't want to say privileged. It's not really as much of like I'm privileged because whatever. But I fall asleep in 10 minutes, and 15 minutes plus is a long time for me to fall asleep. Honestly, like I knock out fast. I don't know. I've always just been able to sleep easy. I don't know what it is, but
That's a dream.
You can fall asleep in 10 minutes.
That's honestly a long time for me to fall asleep. Like I knock out easily, and like I go to bed like I'll say anywhere from 11 to 12. Usually, let's say 11. Yeah, 11 about. And I wake up at like 6:30 to 7, like consistently. Like that's like my schedule, and I've done good on it pretty easily. I don't know. I've always had an easy time sleeping.
Man,
But
I'm in chills. Actually, Kobe and I have been really good at waking up early. Not so much at falling asleep, but I feel like
No,
I
that's
don't get
fair.
as much sleep anymore to function because I'm an adult
You
now.
you've learned to like just power through the insomnia.
Yeah,
or like the
actually,
tiredness.
when I was a teenager, I was still just powering through the day on 5 hours of sleep. So I don't know.
I think you power through everything. Like you're falling apart every time I talk to you.
Yeah.
uh, see any sleep paralysis demons? I don't know. Anything
Yeah.
cool there? I'm saying cool. Like, yeah, you see any cool guy? You see Ted?
Ted, I might have had a sleep paralysis demon moment.
How was that?
It was okay.
I've never really
It was
had that.
scary.
Like, even nightmares, or I do have nightmares, but even that is like rare. But also, I don't dream crazy often either, or that I remember. So I guess
Wow.
it goes hand in hand. You know,
Yeah.
like I think since that dream episode we recorded, I maybe have written down one more dream. Like I'm not even sure. I need to write some more like soon. Like that was fun to talk about.
Did
Yeah,
I
that
tell
was-
you, Phoebe, about that one dream I had like a month ago about Henry Cavill?
No.
So I had a dream about Henry Cavill. He was at our house and we were sitting on the couch together and we were eating cinnamon buns.
Down bad.
Yeah,
It
down
was-
bad.
Just that's what my own response.
I told my teacher, my English teacher,
Even
who's
more
like
down bad.
my best friend, and she's like, "Was he shirtless?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Just disappointed.
Like,
I just found a mysterious red substance on my hand, and I don't know if it's blood or what the heck it is.
Is it
Is
Kool-Aid?
there a
I
hole
don't know.
in my hand? I'm confused.
There's probably blood on my hand. I accidentally cut myself yesterday.
Yeah, it might have been from cleaning. I went into a rampage. Yeah.
How did cleaning go?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I cosplayed today, and then I was like, I don't feel good enough to go to the gym, but I don't want to just sit around and do nothing. So
Oh, who
I
do
cleaned
you
the kitchen.
cosplay as
Wow.
Sebastian from Black Butler.
Why do you do this to me?
I'm just sitting here clueless again, okay? One day
No.
I'll be a weeb.
You don't even understand my pain. I'll be scrolling TikTok, and a cosplayer will show up on my For You page and be like, "Dang, this person's really hot." And I'll be like, "Oh, wait, that's my sister."
That
Oh,
means
God,
I'm
okay, this took
really
a
good
weird turn.
at
It
making
makes
myself
me
look
so
different.
sad.
Oh, okay, this is getting weird. A good title. Okay. I'll make something out of that.
Oh no.
I don't know. You know what? I'll let you do the title too this week. Who knows?
Like,
Wait,
It'll be just a jumble of words.
No, it's just going to be episode 11, another Lifeless Tuesday, hashtag 11. That's all it's going to be.
Bless you.
Like the only thing. Bless you. That was a cough.
I know, I always say that.
It was.
Oh, just asthma attack. Bless you.
Yeah,
the
PB
only thing
needs
that's
it, honestly.
Only thing that's happened this week is like I thought I broke my toe yesterday, which I didn't, luckily, but I don't know.
How
that
did
was
you?
That hurt.
entertaining.
No, it wasn't. Not for me.
Oh.
Like I accidentally kicked a wall like yesterday morning, like, and I thought it was broken for a bit. Like luckily it wasn't. Didn't really swell, and just I couldn't bend it though. Like it was stiff, and like walking on it, I was dying. Now, it basically is better unless I bend it down like fully, then it's tender. But bro, I was like limping around everywhere yesterday, just trying to make myself like breakfast and like do anything. It sucked, man. Like
Oh
I don't know.
no.
Do you remember
Speaking
when
of that,
Dad broke his toe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
seems like a lot of people break their toes, which I guess is just one of the easier bones to break. I guess.
He wasn't even a baby about it. He literally just taped it up and then proceeded to take us on a 20-hour plus road trip. With his
Yeah,
broken
Really,
toe.
all you could do about like a broken toe is you like put like a toe like the toe next to you is tied together.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
what he
take a
did.
pain pill. Yeah. The only other thing I've heard of, which I think it depends how severe, is like I guess you could get like a boot or something, but like really you can't do much. Just It's not like they're
It's
going
only
to give
if
you
you break
anything
every
to do.
toe.
No, because I was asking some friends, when I wasn't sure, like, if it was just sprain, jammed, wherever it was. I don't know. I can't even sprain a toe. Whoever it was, But I guess one friend that broke their pinky toe, they had, like, some sort of boot thing for 2 months. So it can be for one toe. But
Wow.
it might be rare circumstances. I don't know. That was surprising to me. Luckily, I didn't die. So,
Wow.
yeah.
You made it through. This is good news.
Like, it just reminds me of that meme, they don't know the struggle I'm going through. I got a tummy ache or whatever that one
Yeah.
But
Me
speaking
today.
of me dying almost, have you guys ever broke a bone? I don't know.
No.
Nope.
Okay, good topic.
I sprained my ankle really bad when I was a kid.
I
I
think I...
almost got my kneecap ripped off as a kid.
By who? Was someone just, like,
myself.
yanking on it?
The pavement.
Pavement.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Fell off my bike, and it, like, if I fell just a little bit higher up on my knee, it would have, like, totally ripped my kneecap off. I have knee problems because of it.
I think
Yeah.
you just had
And a
knee
wicked
problems
scar.
because
I'm concerned about you
genetics.
guys, like, almost dying 24/7, it sounds like.
we had interesting lives.
I know, it's so funny. We're so timid and scared of everything, but then we're like, we almost died 17 times.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's why you're scared of everything.
yeah, that could be it. I sprained my ankle because you were running
Oh my gosh.
and I was following you because I was like, well, I want to run too. But I was in a really long dress and high heels. Well, they were just like not even an inch of a wedge.
They were
and
like
I-
little kid high heels.
Yeah, I was zooming. And then I fell
Oh my
Ow.
gosh.
and
I
sprained
think
my
I
ankle
remember
so
that.
bad.
You wiped out hard.
You guys have
I
no
think-
idea how much pain I was in. I was
think
playing it off
sprained
like
my
I'm
ankle once, and like it's funny. Like I'm an idiot. So my nephew is being born, my first ever nephew, and we're at the hospital just waiting. Like in the parking lot.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to think how old I was. I don't know, but I was younger. I was like, I don't even know if I was a teenager yet or like 12 or something. But I was just running around like being bored, whatever. I tripped over like what do you call it? Like in the parking space, like the curb, not the curb, like what stops you. What was the name for that?
Oh,
Like
I
the
have no
median?
idea, but no, that's the
What?
thing that's in the middle of the highway.
Oh no, yeah, like you know what I'm talking about, like the concrete thing or whatever it's
Yeah.
made out of, like
Those
Yeah.
concrete blocks to show where you need to park.
yeah. But I tripped over that and like I sprained my ankle, and again we're right outside a hospital. It was bugging me. I could have probably seen if I could get it checked out, because yeah. But I just powered through it and ignored it the whole day, and I mean, I got better. But like, out of all places to injure yourself, it's at a hospital, and I do nothing about it. Just like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Just carry
relatable.
on.
I mean,
That sounds
for
like
you, it
Dad.
would cost money.
No, I've insurance. I think I did back then too, so I would have been fine. I didn't think about it that way. I just powered through it because I was like, no, I'm not going to make this about me. I don't know. I don't even know my thought process, but that was fun.
Yeah, I do that too, though. So.
So
I
does
think that
Dad.
besides that, the worst thing like I've probably heard is like I slashed my arm open a bit,
Why?
and like it was enough, like because I fell like on a concrete like slab we have in like the back, the backyard. Like I was playing hide and seek or whatever, and like I think I tripped or whatever, and just like scraped my arm against it, and like it was bleeding a lot, and like we taped it up. Yeah, I just got duct tape, but bandaged it up, whatever. It healed. I had a scar for ages on my arm, but it went away. That was when I was young. Besides that, I haven't had too many things, I guess. I don't know.
Do you remember when
Sickness
Mom
or
pushed you
injuries.
down the stairs when you were a toddler, baby?
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about that. Or, well, we're allowed to talk about it, but we're not allowed to phrase it that way.
Okay, it wasn't. It
You
was
know
an
what?
accident. It was.
I was
family
being-
trauma exposed title.
I was being a little bit of a 2-year-old menace, and my mom was about to have Messi, and I got in her way, and there was just not enough room. in the area
And didn't
we were
she
in.
like turn around and
She
bumped
turned
into you
around
and you fell?
and I went tumbling down concrete stairs.
But it was only like
Oh,
2
damn.
steps.
That's
Not
enough
bad.
for a 2-year-old.
That still is stairs. It is plural.
And concrete at that.
No,
But you're
that sounds painful.
fine. There's
I've
not
been-
lasting damage.
Oh,
Debatable.
yeah, debatable. I've been bruised and scratched up my whole life. But
Yeah.
the worst, like, injury I've had, honestly, was last year when I got scratched by a cat and it got infected.
Oh.
And
Oh, yeah,
because
I
I'm
remember
allergic
that.
to cats, and so it was like itchy and red and burning, and then it got infected, and it was not fun.
Oh, I remember that.
Not
That was
groovy
rough.
at all.
We talked about some of that, like the allergic part. But I still find it confusing how like you're allergic when they scratch you, but like it's not even the hair.
Oh.
That's like 90% of people that are allergic to
Oh,
cats.
I do have an update on the cat allergy though. So we were
Oh, okay.
hanging out with Kobe's friends, and they have a cat, and they have 2
Yeah.
cats, and we were there for like about like a couple hours, and I didn't want to say anything, but we should have left sooner because I was starting to not be able to breathe because of the cats. So
Oh my gosh.
the allergy
Okay, so it
has
is hair also.
elevated.
To
Yeah.
anaphylaxis level. My gosh.
'Cause,
PB.
I was
because
having fun.
Last time you used, I was having fun not breathing. Okay, you guys are just masochists. It sounds like you just like try dying every week. I'm concerned, but like I remember we were talking about it, and it seemed weird because before like the hair wasn't really what got to you. It seemed like because I remember I was asking if like you could get a hairless cat or whatever. You weren't sure. Like I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure
I
it's the
don't
hair
really
that
have-
gets to me. Well, I'm pretty
But
sure
also
it's
you
just the whole cat.
Yeah, I
creature.
guess. But before, like, it seemed like it wasn't the hair part of it. It was just, like the cat. So that's why I was confused. I don't know. Here, this is a staple of our podcast now. What's your favorite pizza place, Messi? We have to ask every guest this. I can't speak. I'm dying.
It's okay.
I like Pizza Hut for the pizza cookie
I thought you were
pizza
just going to say
pie.
for the pizza.
Yeah, the cookie
I like Pizza Hut for the
pie.
pizza.
Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, do you
So
even
good.
like the pizza, or are you just in it for the cookie?
I like the pizza. I like their stuffed crust.
That's
I've
true.
never had Pizza Hut, I don't think. At least since I can remember. I don't know. I did try it eventually.
It's okay.
I've-
It's really
I'm always been a Domino's guy.
expensive. Yeah.
I've noticed
Really?
that the Little Caesars back at home, PB, their pizza hasn't been the greatest recently.
That's okay, because the Little Caesars here has been busting.
No, it Little Caesars, it depends location to location if you get like an
Mhm.
edible pizza or not. And I'm someone that likes it, but it does depend location to location. Domino's is consistent across the board from what I've seen. I will give them that though. Yeah.
It's true. It's
Uh,
true. I also like how they're not, like, Domino's isn't greasy.
True. Yeah. I did a poll on this on my the question of the day thing since I'm back on my meme account. I feel like we've talked about this. We're running out of
I
topics,
think
guys. We're
every
washed up.
single episode since you've started posting again, you've talked about it. But
No, not that. Like what I was about to say. But I'm saying my question today was, do you does pineapple belong on pizza? I feel like
No.
we talked about this like in episode 1.
yeah,
on
I think we did.
We're washed up.
We are. It's okay.
This is the last episode. Goodbye, guys. I
Oh,
say that
no.
like every episode. I just threaten to quit unless like we get views.
But we don't get views.
Gaslight the
Hey,
gaslight the
I
viewers
watch
into
every
listening.
episode.
You're right. We get 1 view.
I'm your biggest fan.
I know.
No, actually, the episodes we've had with guests, they've actually been doing good. Like for our like or what our average is. So I would give people that. You know, like, it's
Actually,
just
I
been
told my
gradual.
friends to subscribe on YouTube or Spotify because I'm
Let's
a good
go.
person.
Very good.
One day we'll be on Apple Music. We say this like all the time. It's like a running gag at this point. PB, like this weekend or something, if you're free, we need to do that. We've
If
been
I'm
putting it
free,
off.
you know I won't be.
That you won't be?
Yeah, I have homework to do.
Well, you like that's the opposite of what you always say. Like you're saying it like it's surprising. Like you always say how you're free 24/7, and then you act like it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, Apple Music listeners, next year, maybe it's your year in 2024.
Yeah.
Screw Apple. I don't know. Oh, have you guys seen the I don't even know what it is. Like this is some like Apple glasses or Vision thing. I don't even know what it is.
Oh, I've heard
Like
of them. I haven't
$3,000.
seen them. One of my friends was talking about it yesterday, and I was
Yeah, like
tripping.
I can't believe how overpriced Apple products are, but also it's not surprising. So I don't know.
I keep buying them.
I'll buy. This is my first iPhone. I've only had Samsung S7, which I enjoyed, and then iPhone 11. I had like I don't say cheap because I guess I don't know how much it was, but like a cheaper like knockoff phone.
Oh, my phone's cheap. It's my mom's old phone. So.
Oh, fair. But I'm saying like I haven't had really many phones, so like I don't know. I've had both. I like Apple. I'll get them again, but also screw Apple.
I feel you. I feel that.
I'm resorting to no.
Actually,
What?
I don't even have AirPods. I just have
I
an Apple
do.
Watch.
I don't even have
Apple
that.
Watch?
I just have a phone.
Apple Watch seems cool, but it's not practical for what I would need it for. Like I would like it, but I have no use for it, so I don't want to spend the money. You know.
I have all the use for it because I work out like crazy. So.
I told
That's
Dad that I want a watch, and he's like, "Oh, like an Apple Watch?" And I was like, "No, a watch." And he's like,
Boomer.
"An Apple Watch? Like, do you want one with the numbers on it, or do you want one that looks like a clock?" I was like, "Dad, I just want a regular
Talking
wristwatch."
to you like you're like 4.
Yeah,
Dad only speaks in Apple Watch.
I know he really does. It's like,
I
Dad,
don't know why I
just
thought you were going to say Italian.
a clock.
I'm just delusional. He only speaks in
No.
Italian for no
No.
reason. But I got AirPods back in 2020, I think. I had some birthday money, and the thing is, I walk around like my room, like if I'm playing a game or just cleaning, whatever. They like being able to have my phone plugged in or just sitting down while I listen to stuff is amazing because I listen to music all the time. So they were worth it, like beyond worth it for me. I do want to get some like super high quality headphones one day. So
I got just some Bluetooth headphones.
Same.
Skull Candy, and I think they cost me $80, and perfect. They're great. I love them.
I have Beats.
I
Headphones.
haven't heard that many good things about them. Like I know they're popular, but I don't know. I've seen more like shade against them recently.
Against what?
Beats by Dre, right? Like
Oh, well, I
Oh,
like mine. They've been
I'm
holding
not
up
saying
really
they're
good.
bad. But that's fair then. I don't know. I've heard like people like saying like it's like one of those things like forgetting the brand already, but it's like one of those name brand things where like I know I've heard you can get like higher quality like less known brands, at least from what I've heard. But
Yeah,
I also
that's
don't
why I
know
got
enough.
Skull Candy ones.
Skull
I
Candy is
also
a
like
big
mine because they
brand
fit
too,
my
though.
ears. I have very sensitive little ears, and the Skull Candy ones that PB has or AirPods, they don't fit and they hurt. And the Beats, they fit the best for my ears, so I don't feel like
You
I'm
haven't
dying.
put on my Skull Candy ones, but they're over the ear headphones.
Yeah, I can't do over the ear either.
Oh, well, I like the Skull Candy ones too because I have a tiny head, and they're like the first over the ear Bluetooth headphones that I put on my cranium, and I'm like, they fit. They're tight enough. They don't fall
Yeah.
off when I'm working out.
I hate over the head headphones. They
No.
hurt. They give me a headache.
I've never really had that. I've never had any problems with wearing headphones, so I guess that's why. I tried my girlfriend's. I believe they're Sony. I don't know like the exact ones, but I tried them when I went there to Utah, a few months ago, and like hearing that high quality of headphones was amazing. And I know there's even better ones too, of course, but like it makes me want to get them because I adore music. And speaking of that, music topics, because I was trying to think of topics last minute. I don't know. Again, I'm just winging this whole episode. Like,
I'm here for it. Wait, we wing every single episode though.
It's true.
Oh yes, but after like the first two, Messi is saying it like She's
I mean-
recording with us. Like, yes, you've been winging it.
She's
We see that.
she's listened to every single episode, so.
Okay,
And
true.
I
That's
know
fair, that's
PB
fair.
so well that I know.
But no, we actually don't wing it too badly. Like, usually I have, like, decently thought out, like, structure for the questions at this point. I just did not even try to this week. But
Oh man.
I wrote some music topics because we were talking about music tons, a few days. Or, let's talk about the project first, and then
We
we'll
were
get to the other
talking
ones.
oh yeah, 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, because for music class, you need to fully compose or write, make, whatever you want to say.
All of
a
the
song.
above, actually.
Yeah, fair. But you need to make a song by, was it like June 28th or something?
20th.
Am I off?
I wish I
June
had.
20th?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was 28.
PB,
Yeah.
you are stressing me
Yeah.
out, hun.
I'm stressing.
You-
That's
you
why I
get
said I'm
stressed
gonna
easy.
be. I'm not free this weekend. I gotta work on this.
Well, I kept asking you, hey, what do you want the flavor of the song? What kind of theme do you want? Do you want it to be happy? Do you want it to be sad? You're like, I don't know.
What
do you
I
want
will
this song
get
to
there
be
when
about?
I get there. I will get there when I get
well,
there.
You can't do
Well,
anything
the
until
re-
you know what you want it to be about,
I
honey.
have ADHD. I can't.
Be
So
the
do I.
ADHD, make 100 gex ripoff.
I'll give
uh,
you a theme, but then by the time I look at it again, it'll change. So
It'll
that's why I'm
change,
not
yeah.
giving you a theme.
You just need to start like doing the instrumental first before you can like get the atmosphere of it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, at
I'm
least in my
working
opinion.
on. You guys need to
Oh, okay.
stop putting pressure on me. I have
I
to.
Well, the reason why we're talking about it, though, you just randomly were like, "Are you busy?" Or no, wait. I first started because you were like, "Make me a," or you were asking for albums, and I made you a playlist, and I just put tons of good songs in there, or
Uh-huh.
maybe good to me. They might have been horrible, who knows? But make you a playlist of like experimental music and just stuff different than 21 Pilots and Billie Eilish, just so you hear stuff from different artists and genres
Called out.
for that project. And then you asked me if I was busy. I called, and we were just trying to work on it a bit. So yeah, like I was just looking up what Pinterest like images and like small quotes. So we were talking about music tons because of that, which it's a fun topic. I could go on about it for hours, honestly.
I could go on about music for centuries. Don't even start me.
Uh-oh.
I was going to ask, have you done anything else with the song? Because that was, like I said, 2 days ago. We were talking about that with Crazy. Any
Yes.
progress?
I decided that I want Messy to be my backing vocals over top of my voice, because even
Yay.
if my professor says no to having someone else's voice in my project,
We sound the same when
we
sing.
sound the same when we sing. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
I was literally just like, I said this too, but you jump scared me when you joined call because I was just like singing along to an Elliott Smith song on repeat. I was just vibing, man.
Slay.
I honestly want to do covers one day, but I need to learn how to like sing a little better. Definitely, I need to practice.
My hands are covered in sparkles.
What?
Okay,
It
How?
was blood at first, now sparkle. What are you doing? Are you like murdering like
Unicorns?
a DIY YouTuber, a gay person? What are you doing?
No, I just
I know it's
cry
Pride
sparkles.
Month, but calm down.
I cry
Why are you
sparkles
crying
now.
into your hands?
What?
There's so many questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to learn how to sing better too.
No, okay. Technically, anyone can sing, but more or less, I just need to learn how to sing at all. Like,
Yeah,
there's a few songs I feel like I'm okay at, like the sad, like indie, like guitar type ones, like Elliott Smith, Sufjan Stevens, Death Cab for Cutie, like those types. I kind of can. Anything else, no. I want to learn though.
Bro,
No. I
I
like.
should just teach you all how to sing, because I took voice lessons for a while, and I know good technique and the basics and how to explore your voice and how to find
I
your
think I
voice.
just- More than anything, I need to get better at like controlling my pitch. I feel like that's probably like the first like big hurdle. That and like breath control, at least
Yeah.
from what I've seen.
That's all stuff that I know.
No, what I want to do, which I don't even know the logistics of it, but I want to release original music one day. I've always wanted to. It's like music is a big passion of mine. Whether or
That'd
not
be
that
so
happens
cool.
is
I
it's a
know how to
mystery, who knows?
mix now. Never said
Bravo.
Hell yeah.
I'm not good at it, but I know how to do it. And I'll do it for free, so.
Ben, I'll take that. But, like, first, like, if I'm going to release music at all, I'm thinking I might do, like, a 4 or 5 song EP, or maybe even less. Like, maybe cover songs to start with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know logistics of that, of how... I wouldn't be able to put it on Spotify, I don't think. But maybe just do, like, a SoundCloud thing where I just, like... Or YouTube. I don't know, that could be fun just, like... As, like, an attempt into, like, music to some degree. But that's another, like, project, because I need to learn a lot and practice before. But putting it out there, maybe one day I'll do that. Like, it seems fun. So, any more progress besides that, or you're at the point of just doing the instrumental, though?
I gotta
Good
make
answer.
the
Gotta be right back.
I gotta get the musicking before I make lyrics.
Music.
My process is chaotic. Even
I don't
with
have
medication.
a process, so that's still better.
Do you know what kind of like key signature you want it in?
I'll get to that when I get there.
Oh my gosh.
The struggle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Child, you stress me out.
before I get into like the general questions, I'm curious. I made you an hour-long playlist or whatever. Tell me some of your favorite songs from it. I'm curious to see like what you enjoyed, like from what I suggested to you.
Oh, I sent you the ones. Okay, so I didn't listen to
Were
the
those
whole
only
playlist.
ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I pressed on something and Spotify closed the playlist and wouldn't let me reopen it, so I just rage quit.
Oh, okay. Well, no, but I'm saying, like, did you listen to other songs and didn't care for them, or did you barely listen to those? That's what I was curious.
I listened to a lot of them, and the ones
Okay.
that I liked, I just put in the screenshot I sent.
In your Apple playlist?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think it was, okay, Phoebe Bridgers, which, you'd love her, the rest of her music. She's just sad. That's about what I could describe her as.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Like, who else? Forgetting their name. Don't mind me opening messages so I could take a look again. Have a Nice Life. Like, that album's dark, but I love it. And Paramore, which I'm proud of you. They're not even emo, so I can't even say turning you emo. But Paramore, I adore. So we'll take it. We'll take those W's. Okay, though. So, okay, that's about all for that. I don't know. I'm struggling here.
Okay.
Okay, here's a general topic for you guys. Top 5 favorite artists. Like, it doesn't have to be in order, but like, what are 5 of your favorite artists if you could think of them?
In not any specific order.
No, just even if it's not the exact 5, but like, what are 5 of your like favorite for the most part, like artists, I guess.
Imagine
It doesn't have to be
Dragons.
exact.
Yeah! Okay.
Queen.
I'm leaving this podcast. Messi, you get my 50%. I'm leaving.
All right, sweet. Queen, ABBA, Ghost, and 21 Pilots.
You're just a mini PB.
Nuh-uh.
That's it.
I like
Literally
Ghost.
just
PB doesn't
PB's
like Ghost.
Oh, actually, you know what's cool? I'm not going to name names because, like, I know he's like prefers to be private, but I know, or I guess it's my dad's friend, but I know him too. The person who runs Ghosts, their online store, like their merch, like he's all behind like band merchandise. I know he does Backstreet Boys like merch too nowadays, and like,
Sir?
there's a few other classic bands.
Can
But-
you hook me up? I need some merch.
I haven't got, or
broke.
I've gotten hooked up by him once. Like I feel bad bugging him. Like I got My Chemical Romance tickets like from him, and I talked about this on the podcast. But best night ever. Like, you know, and Billie Eilish was there too, which is like still crazy to me. Like, damn, I was close to meeting her. I don't know. Considering
I
that's one of my other favorite artists.
desperately desperately want to go to a Ghost concert, but
You'll
our
have
parents
adult
are
money
very
soon.
yeah, but our parents are very the opposite of Ghost.
Kobe got his ears pierced and mom didn't really care.
Who?
Kobe got his ears pierced and mom didn't care.
Did he? Did I not notice?
It was like last week.
Oh. You should send me a picture.
Okay.
That's not a high level of entry if getting your ears pierced is a worrying thing. I'm concerned.
Yeah, PB...
Again, family trauma exposed podcast title.
PB, the band
Yes.
Ghost is,
I know.
the opposite of, church.
I know.
I love them
I've heard,
so much.
aren't they like kind of metal? Like metal slash like rock, whatever. I've heard one album ages ago by them.
Yeah, they're not like, well, they're considered a metal band, but I'd say they're not heavy metal. They're like,
Is it more of like their older stuff is metal, right?
they're like light, soft metal.
Let me see.
They're like baby metal.
Like there's actually a band called Baby Metal, and I think they're like hardcore too.
Oh my gosh.
I need to listen to them. Like I've heard good things. I've heard the 2015 one, Meliora. How do you say it? That one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
I
one.
haven't heard anything. Oh, I've heard Mariana Cross obviously because it's everywhere, but I haven't heard.
Everyone's heard that one now.
Yeah,
So
but I haven't heard anything else yet. They're on my backlog. Like I have so much I need to catch up on. You know,
Bro.
especially like current releases.
Bro.
Well, PB, what's your list? You know, of favorite artists.
Imagine Dragons.
Oh God.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Radiohead.
Woo.
Actually, respectable.
Radiohead is so good.
MXM Tune.
Hmm.
Oh, I think I know her. I've heard like one song though. It seems sensible. Four artists. Let's go. If it makes you feel better, I only thought of four artists.
You should say
But-
Queen. You got this. Queen.
Yeah, but I don't listen to Queen as much.
I feel personally betrayed.
I've only heard one full album by them, if I'm being real. So.
Oh, I've heard all of them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not surprised. I remember I was friends with you back in 2018. That and the David Bowie obsession, which David Bowie. I'm not hating on Queen, but David Bowie is definitely a respectable choice. I will give you that by
Yeah,
far.
I think I'm gonna have to choose David Bowie.
Do you remember when we
Yeah,
were
like-
fangirling over David Bowie at the Comic-Con we went to?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Was David Bowie just randomly there?
Someone
he's
was
dead.
cosplaying as Jareth from Labyrinth, and we were just talking how, like,
Oh. okay.
man, I would let David Bowie turn me into a goblin any day.
You were talking about that. I was
Weird
just...
fantasies you guys have. Okay.
I don't have those fantasies
Keep telling yourself that. Okay.
anymore.
Yeah,
David
you're-
Bowie
Anymore. Okay, there we go.
could take my soul, and I would be okay with it.
Someone
I,
told me.
I still need to listen to so much David Bowie though, honestly.
Someone told me I look like David Bowie.
They tell you
Honestly,
look like everyone
I can see it.
though.
You're so androgynous, PB.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Like- okay, wait, this could be a whole topic in a future episode, but I want to ask this: who is the weirdest celebrity comparison you've gotten from your followers? Like, what's the weirdest one?
The doll Chucky.
That's what
I
I
can
was
see it.
thinking of.
I can kind of see it. You're as short as them, so.
Yeah. Hold on. There's been some pretty out of pocket comparisons, and
I know what Ron Weasley. It was like all the time, and Ed
yeah,
Sheeran.
but that was
like I always
not
saw those.
weird.
Oh no, but I'm saying like those are like the common ones I see.
Yeah.
Then
I
what
gotta-
Sadie Sink from like Stranger Things.
Okay, I actually look exactly like Sadie Sink, so that one I don't find bizarre.
It is anyone with a hair color similar to you at all in the like the realm of like color. That's you're compared to them. That's how it works.
Apparently.
But while you think of that, like I'll list off my favorite five favorite artists. Honestly, this list will change by tomorrow. My Chemical Romance is easily top one. They've been my favorite artist for God knows how long. Sorry, I hit my mic. Deal with it, listeners. Let me pull up my list because I don't even remember. Let's see. Kendrick Lamar, just everything he's released is amazing. Paramore, I've always just been a huge fan of them, and especially like lately, I've been like really just like listening to all their music again. Not a fan of him as a person at this point, or for a while, but Kanye West, I don't know, his discography is like perfect to me. I love him for hip hop. And I don't really have a fifth one because I have 10,000 liked songs on Spotify. Of course, I adore music, but there's very few artists I could say that have like 5+ albums where I could say like I love every single thing about them. Like these are some of the few artists I could say you could give me 99% of their discography and I will love it. And there's artists I love, but it's like 2 or 3 albums I adore and I'm into, but I might not be like a dire fan of them. The only others that come close are like Phoebe Bridgers, which she only has 2 albums out solo. I haven't really heard the Boy Genius stuff as much. And then Tyler the Creator, but I don't really care for... I like some of his old stuff, but I'm personally like 2017 on Tyler and like some old stuff a little bit.
I've gotta name some more of my favorite artists because I can't keep it in. I can't contain myself. PB, you're gonna get me on this. I freaking love Tchaikovsky and Bach and they're so good. And Handel.
I thought you were
The
gonna
only
say
thing I recognize there is
hentai.
Bach. I love
Like,
hentai.
this is taking a weird turn.
No, Handel.
We've already had weird fantasies. You thinking PB's hot, like on TikTok. You know what? This is a... I'm letting this be. This happen. This is what happens when we wing it. Okay. This is
We're
what
going
happens when
into-
we raw dog the podcast.
Uncharted territory. I think a store is... a store...
What? I'm going to the store. I'll be right back.
No, I think a storm is blowing in. Because it's really windy and
God.
I smell rain.
Or at least, I mean, that's better than fire. Oh yeah, have you seen what your country has done to New York?
They could take it.
Screw you! I'm going to go set more of your forests on fire. Screw you guys.
Actually,
See, this is
think
exactly
that,
why
like, I
we're
live
letting
in-
it happen.
I don't live in New York either. I don't
Frickin'
know why I'm not defend
Americans.
it. I want to go to New York though.
I wouldn't be
Like, I saw,
surprised if it's gonna flood. Because it was like, when we woke up, it was pouring rain. Like, it was like
That's good at least.
tropical amounts of rain. I was like, I don't think I've
Did
ever
you
seen
say
it rain
flooding
this
is
much.
good?
No, the rain's good, but
Yeah, but flooding isn't. Actually,
no,
people
not
are
really.
like,
No.
I saw this headline where it's
Uh-oh.
like, this area is on wildfire watch and flash flood watch. And it was very funny because you're like, oh, there's fire and floods, but it's actually very common because, you know, they kind of coincide with each other.
You're just getting like a tornado next week.
No, we
Canada's
don't
just
really
like
get
come with
tornadoes up
everything.
here.
No,
Damn, you guys are going to die.
Alberta's the natural disaster we get is tornadoes.
Mhm.
That-
We had
tornadoes?
earthquakes last year.
Tornadoes
Yeah.
have to be the scariest one to me, honestly, because earthquakes, I'm used to them. I've dealt with earthquakes while I've been like showering. Like they're not fun, but it is what it is. Hurricanes, scary, but also I feel like they're not as scary as tornadoes to me. Flooding, that's scary also, but I don't know. The natural disasters suck across the board, of course. Though,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think anyone's being like, I stand for national disaster rights. I don't know.
Okay.
Just controversial statement. I don't know.
Dad made it through a tornado, so.
Damn, I don't know. I guess just
Didn't
since I
the
didn't grow up-
tornado literally go over
Worried
him?
about
Like
them.
it jumped over his house? Because
I think
Grandma
so,
was
yeah.
like, put the bikes away. I don't want the tornado wrecking the bikes. And he was like, what the heck?
Grandma didn't know it was a tornado, which makes sense. 'Cause
Mm-hmm. But she was
Fair.
like, put the bikes away. The storm's going to wreck them.
The biggest worry. We can't
Yeah,
afford our
honestly.
bikes again, but we could die. It's okay as long as our bikes are safe.
Oh, our grandma's been pretty hardcore like that. Our dad got hit by a car and she made him go write his exams the same day. So,
No, he didn't have to.
Your
She
fa-
said that he should go.
Your
Mhm.
family terrifies me. Like, I'm scared to get into a car with them if I visit now. I feel like I'm
Don't
going to
get
get like...
into the car with my grandma, but my dad's a
Or your
really
mom.
good
She's
driver.
getting... Or
But don't
your
get
mom's
into
going to push
a
me down the
side-by-side.
stairs, too, it sounds like. Like, I don't know. I'm walking to the Rocky Mountains, okay?
I'm
don't
the
get
one that's
into a
gonna
side by
drive.
side with my dad. He flipped the side by side with me in it. Well, almost flipped it until a tree kind of saved us. Do you remember that?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were. Remember at the place just outside of town? Not saying names because I don't want to accidentally dox myself.
I know
And-
where we go.
Yeah, that place. And it was really dry. And Mom was like, don't go on the sandy hills because it's really dry. And I was like, okay. And Dad was like, okay. And Kobe was there
Does it
too.
anyway.
And you were there too. And we were driving, and Dad was like, I'm going to go up this really steep
Oh,
sandy hill.
I remember that.
And I
That's
was like,
funny.
no, Dad. No, Mom said not to. And he's like, it'll be fine. We got up halfway and stopped, and then we started sliding backwards because the sand was so dry and fine that it just was like, and started going backwards, and then we like tilted over the side to like kind of a ditch ravine thingy, and we were like, oh, we're gonna flip, but then we hit a tree, and the tree kept us sitting basically perfectly sideways.
Exactly.
Okay,
Nothing bad happened.
It hurt.
I've been in only like one car accident, and it was just like a small fender bender. Like they hit the back of us, and we weren't even, like, the car wasn't even really damaged. That was about it. I almost did die hauling a trailer though, so that was fun.
Oh.
I don't know if I've told that story. I don't think so. Have I?
No, I don't think so. I think you almost did, but then you didn't.
Because I feel like we've talked about near-death experiences, but who knows? Our followers don't remember. They don't have good memory. But
Yeah, exactly.
we
We're
were
gaslighting
bringing
them now.
What?
We're gaslighting them now.
What's gaslighting?
Oh no.
No.
Gaslight you back.
Gaslighting me.
Reverse gaslighting. But no, we were hauling a trailer back because my brother was moving, so we were just taking it to our house until his boss that was going to be driving out to Minnesota could take it from. This like last year, yeah. And we were taking it back. It was so like top heavy, the trailer, so like it was bending forward, and like the chains kept like almost dragging like against the concrete when we were driving. And every time we stopped, like we'd hear scraping or whatever.
Ooh.
And then we have this like, I think it's not a dump truck, but it's something like that, like hauling like junk, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like they stopped suddenly, and we can't stop fast enough because the trailer's going to push us into the truck, like right in front of us. So we had to swerve to the next lane before that happened. Like it was a struggle for like 2 or 3 hours. Like screw trailers. So that was an experience, but we survived barely. So that's like the only car stuff I've really experienced, I think, at least that I know of. Yeah. We got sidetracked, I think.
It's okay. That's
music.
the point.
That's the point of a podcast, true. But yeah, this is the one I'm curious about. Do you guys have an artist that you used to love, but you can't stand now, like that you just can't stand their music at all, that you used to love?
No, but I have a genre.
Oh, okay. What genre?
Pop music. There's a couple like older pop songs.
What?
I
Just
can
music?
manage. No, just pop.
Oh, I just heard music. I was like, I used to love
hate
music.
it.
Screw music.
All of it.
Music classes ruined it for me.
Yeah. No, it
Really?
has
Pop
ruined
music,
it for
though?
me. Every time I listen to a song now, I'm like, oh, I hear what they did with the reverb, and oh my goodness, I'm breaking. It's breaking.
Okay. I'm going to start a fight. I don't care if you listen to them. It is the stupidest thing ever. Why does every single song need to be slow and reverbed or whatever, like slowed down? Like, go listen to the regular song. I'm sorry that you lost your attention span because of TikTok, but go listen to it regular, all sped up. Screw those people. It's stupid. Okay.
I feel you. I feel you.
I hate
can't
those.
listen
I hate
to
that
the
trend.
radio anymore. Honestly, it feels like the same 3 songs just done over and over again.
True. I hate pop music.
Like there's no creativity anymore.
I disagree, but I listen to way too much experimental music, so I think I like pop music also because I listen to so much that it's not oversaturated for me.
Yeah.
But, okay, there's like, I'm tired of generic pop artists. Like, I'm trying to think, like, just like some of the new artists, but there's so many like good ones coming out. Like, okay, this is a basic one. Like, I liked Olivia Rodrigo. Like, her album's good. Taylor Swift, I'm not a dire fan of her, but she's had some good music.
You can never go wrong
Dua
with
Lipa.
Taylor Swift, okay? I'll give you
Carly
that.
Rae Jepsen is, she releases bangers. Like, all of like Emotion is like one of my favorite albums of all time. There's tons of good pop artists. It's just you have to shift through like all the generic ones. So I don't dislike pop, but I dislike radio pop. I will agree with that aspect. Same with
That makes
I used to
sense.
hate country too, but
Oh, I still hate
like, it's
country.
like
Country
That'll
sucks.
not
actually-
change.
I could show you a few country albums that possibly could change it. I hate bro country or like radio country. That is horrible. Like but old school like some Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton. Like there's some good ones, but like the popularity or the songs that get popularity from the genre do not represent it well enough. Is how I feel. Same with K-pop. Like used to hate it. Not a diehard fan of it, but I found artists I like. But you had to get past like the fans slash the biggest hits that aren't that good. That's kind of like what I feel some of those genres.
Yeah, I mean, MXM Tune is pop, except her most recent album is alternative. But you should listen to OK on Your Own by her because it features Carly Rae Jepsen. So.
I think that's how I heard of her. I might have heard it a long time ago. But again, I have 10,000 liked songs, so unless it's an artist I keep re-listening to, or like that made that much of an impact, I don't remember each song, but like until I re-listen to it sometimes. So
well, you should re-listen to it. Get working.
Yeah, let me see. What what again?
MXM Tune.
Okay, let me see. Well, live reaction if I have any of her songs.
Oh, cause we'll get. Oh wait, you're not
Yes.
gonna play them.
No. Which we can play songs on Spotify if we like are partnered, but we're not doing that, so no. But yeah, OK on Your Own. I've heard that one, so that's the one time I did hear her from. That I think I followed her like or liked a YouTube video where she's like raiding her Animal Crossing villagers. So I've seen her more on Twitter, I think, something like that, like back in like pandemic.
Yeah.
Messy I don't know. Is there an artist that you like used to love that you just cannot stand, hate, dislike, whatever? Nowadays. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I have artists that I used to listen to like religiously back in the day, but now I just don't listen to them anymore. I don't hate them. I just grew out of them.
That's fair. That's like there's tons of artists like not even that I dislike their music now, but like I just don't listen to it as much. Like Green Day, I used to be like that used to be one of my favorite bands. Now I'll listen to some of their stuff, but it's not like my favorite band anymore. There's one artist that like is the exception though, which I don't know if you guys were ever fans or still are, but damn, I hate Melanie Martinez so goddamn much, bro.
I never listened to her music.
The only song I ever listened to was Playdate.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it became a TikTok song, yeah.
Yep.
But I back in 2018, I think, or 2019, like I got into her. I liked Crybaby. I was there when K through 12 got released. I enjoyed it. I was a fan of her. I think even up until like early 2021, because this is gonna be music nerd me, but there's like I don't know if you've heard of Topster. It's literally just a website where like you could not rank albums, but like a collage of them. So like if you want to put like your top 10 favorite albums, top 100, whatever. Like I did one of those back in pandemic, and I think Crybaby was like towards the bottom, like barely in my top like 175 whatever albums it was. So I was still a fan of her then, but I re-listened to it like I think a month or two ago, and oh my god, it's the creepiest shit ever. I hate her. Like I found out too, which I don't know if I heard, or I guess I didn't before. So she like romanticizes her trauma like crazy. So be it, whatever. But the thing is, she literally has said herself like, "Oh, I've never been through trauma. I just have some anxiety." And where she's singing about like every single trauma under the book, it's like she's just like role playing as I'm a trauma survivor. Like what the hell? And like
Yeah, I've
her
never
whole
understood
aesthetic
her
is
whole
weird.
like.
Yeah.
How do I say this without it sounding bad? Her overly
Over sexualization of childish things.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
the Lolita.
It's not hard to say.
No, like she's a creep. Like, and also I will say this now, like, which I still don't know all the details, but like I feel stupid forever, like kind of siding with her. Like I always stood neutral in the allegations, but bruh, like, because I always saw like there was like quote unquote proof out there, and like at the time it seemed legit, but now looking back, it's like, bruh, like this is like so like coincidental. Like it's like the proof kind of sucks. Like really like looking into it, like now that I'm older, it's like she's just a creep. Her music sucks. It's the most bland pop music. The only song that's kind of okay is Pity Party, and even that feels creepy. I did not know how I was like a big fan of her. I still like emo, alternative, whatever you want to consider it. It's pop, but like I love those genres still. But I think it was just like rose-colored glasses of me loving everything in that genre back then. And bruh, I can't stand her music now. Like, I don't know. I have to go on a rant. Melanie Martinez fans, don't come for me because I know you'll dox me. You're worse than Nicki Minaj fans, but screw you. Okay. I need to get that off my
Never
chest. I hate her.
understood the whole Lolita thing.
Yeah,
Even though it's
not
like,
not to defend her or anything at all, but she is not. She doesn't want to be connected to her crybaby and past stuff anymore. And like,
yes, but she
all of it,
held
she
on to that for like 5 years. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, change is change, and I'm not, like, she's super weird for doing all of that, but she's refusing to sing any of her old songs now. So
Okay, I didn't hear
there's
about
some
that
offense.
part of it.
Yeah.
I never knew that. But now she's just like a horrible Bjork ripoff, like, on her new album. It sucked. Like, even as, like, a fan of her, I would have hated it. So, like, I don't know. I'm just enjoying shitting on her, okay? Come for me, fans. I've been needing to get that off my chest.
do you remember in like 2020 when there was like the whole like ooh gamer girl thing?
That still is kind of a thing, but,
it
like,
still happens.
the Belle Delphine strain of women.
It makes me so uncomfy because I'm like, you're a full-grown adult cosplaying as a child
Yeah.
for views, and it's giving creepy, please stop vibes.
I can't speak on, like, e-girls or whatever as a whole, but, like, again, I don't know every in and out Belle Delphine, whatever.
Yes.
But from what I've seen, because I watched Cold Ones, they have a podcast. They are Australians that get drunk all the time. I love them. Great channel. But they did a Belle Delphine interview like a few years ago, I think. I listened to it because I like them. And she actually seems like a pretty decent, normal person, like, whatever. And from what I've seen, like, it's not really, like, the aspect where it's like I know Melanie Martinez she's not an OnlyFans girl, obviously, but, like, it doesn't seem like she's doing it in that way, like, where she's sexualizing. I think she just likes some of those styles of clothes. I don't know everything about her, but it doesn't seem like ill intent like Melanie Martinez or other ones. So, like, I would offend her there,
just
but
like,
I don't know everything about her either,
I also find it creepy that the creators who make the videos where they're like, they make both like Lolita type videos and regular adult, like normal acting their age kind of videos, and the more Lolita ones get the more views and likes and saves versus the acting their own age.
Yeah. Oh no, it's creepy.
Later,
Like, I'm not defending that. I'm just saying, like, I don't think she necessarily does that from what I've seen, but also I'm not being like Belle Delphine updates what's going on. Like, I just, again, from like the interview I heard of her and just comments I've heard about her. Like, overall, it seems like she's not too bad. I don't know. I can't speak.
It's other people that are making
it's more or less like other content creators like that, and also just people turning it into that, like something she did that wasn't that, trying to make it into like as a stretch. But who knows? A more a good topic. Any underrated artists you guys have
Ghost
that you want? Like, Ghost is not underrated.
Yeah, they're not underrated
at all.
Okay, fine. Tchaikovsky. Or
Okay,
Bach.
fair enough. Bach is not underrated. He's dead. That's what he...
We got it.
So is Tchaikovsky. We need
okay,
to bring back
didn't know
the
for me.
classical composers.
Classical music, yeah.
Well, I didn't recognize his name immediately. I need to listen to some more classical music, but I don't know. Like, PB, you have any underrated artists that, like, deserve more attention?
MXM2? Question mark?
That's fair.
I like
I've,
MT Wolf.
Isn't that who you suggested to me recently, PB?
No,
one
not
that, like-
recently.
No, it was the one that...
Mr. King.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even remember the name.
Hang on, I'm pulling up my playlist to see if I have any lesser known.
Here, I'll list off a few because I have, like, a playlist of, like, underrated ones and everything. Underscore Hazel, she's great. You know, like, she kind of had a TikTok song. I don't even know if it blew up, but that I really liked. Her cover of Ceilings. Just in general, she seems like a very promising artist, and she only has, like, a single EP out, I think. Like, music from the last year. I really am excited to see where she goes with that, and you know, come on for an interview. Peer pressure people into it, but no, like
no.
it would be cool. Like, it's genuinely an artist like I'm excited and believe is going to like blow up to a degree. What's the other one I have? Oh, Safara, I believe I say Saffra. they only have 2 songs out in the last like 3 years or like 2 years, whatever. But they are fantastic. They're releasing like, in my opinion, like music that like people in their prime, 10 years into their prime, would be releasing as their first songs. Like, they're incredible. They're UK band or trio, whatever. But I'm really excited for whenever they release an EP and album. I highly suggest them, even though they have 2 songs out. And I have a few others here, but I will say I do not know them as extensively. But Birds Fear Death, Frail Hands, Frat Mouse, Till Now, Bird Bath. Like, there's a few good ones. I definitely need to dive deeper into them, but those are some like my artists that I anticipate blowing up or just continuing to release very good quality music.
I don't know if this counts as like an underrated band, but I like Glass Animals.
I'm leaving the pod.
That's why I
Yeah, I
said
don't
they're
think-
not underrated, but I like them.
But I'm just thinking of, like, wasn't Heatwave like the biggest song last year? Like some statistic I feel like I remember seeing. That's why it's funny to me.
They have other songs.
Yes, but like Heatwave, I'm saying like how big they are. Like, yes, other songs could be underrated by them, but like that's like, hey, you guys, this might be a little underrated. Have you guys heard of Michael Jackson? It just feels like that.
Actually, Chevy and Parkbird, I like them.
I haven't heard of them, so okay, I'll give you that then.
They write cute songs. One of them's called Sweet Boy, or If I Could Ride a Bike.
I'll have to check them out eventually.
They're actually
like-
really cute songs.
Let
Cannot
me see.
lie.
Like right now, like I have a full list of like artists I need to go listen to. Like, I need to listen to the new Hot Mulligan album, Slipknot, Porter Robinson. I've heard so many good things about him. I need to catch up on so much music, really, but I'm excited for it.
This is just like a one-off song, but it's called I Hate You, But Thank You. It's a good one.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've heard it. I might have heard like a song with a similar title, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
or I think it's like I Hate You, I Love You, or something. That was like a song a while ago.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I love music. Like, if you guys enjoyed talking about or like hearing about music, anyone listening, we'd love to, or I assume we'd like to talk about it again.
Yes.
Anything we do music wise or just listening to music, it's just something that I could give so many suggestions for hours. The complexity of stuff, just what I love about it, whatever. It just something fun to talk about.
Have you listened to Flight of the Conchords?
I don't think so. Who's that?
Heart Aches.
Or is that the album name or the artist?
The artist.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah, I need
kind
to-
of like Weird Al, but they don't make covers.
I'd never been a huge comedy music fan. I'm not saying I dislike it, but I'd never seeked it out. Besides like Bo Burnham, kind of. Inside was like existential. Bro,
It's not
I
even
loved it.
like Bo Burnham. Just search up Flight of the Conchords, they're great. And also, I really like Moxie Fruvis.
Okay, now we're actually getting some underrated, or at least underrated to me. We'll take it. We'll take it, those.
We were talking about niche Canadian bands from the 90s with my friends. And I was like, oh, I know a niche band. And they're like, what, is it this one? And I'm like, no, it's
I
Moxie
just got an
Fruvis.
idea.
And none of my
Okay,
friends have
let me-
heard of them.
I need to find the song, the name of this, because let's see, where was it? Okay, this is like really as underrated as it could get. I can only recommend one song because I've only heard one by them, but the Moffs, Moffs, Another Day in the Sun. It feels something that could have like it could have easily been on Led Zeppelin 4, like a classic rock album, and I would not bat an eye. They're an underrated Australian band from I think the same era as like Zeppelin, like 70s, 80s, something like that. I don't remember. I just found them randomly, like, because I type in weird artist names, just seeing if I could find some random obscure artist. It is one of the best artists like I found, or songs I found from doing that. I highly recommend it. Like, they're like very great classic rock. Like, it feels like straight out of the era, and it deserved to be bigger. Like, they barely have like a few thousand listens, I think. So that is like probably my biggest recommendation. PB, you have any? Have you thought of any?
No, but I'm just thinking about how most of the music me and Messi listen to is because of our dad.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite. Or my dad likes rock, but a lot of the stuff he played, like, he's a country fan. Like, I kind of like feel like I'm the opposite for the most part. And even my mom, like, she likes country, she likes pop, but I more or less got my mom into the music I like. Like, she's like a fan of like Fall Out Boy, Paramore, My Cam, like those like artists from me more than anything, which is funny. Like, I used to be like a huge Panic at the Disco fan. Actually, that's another band. I don't hate them or him. It's Brandon only, but I'm definitely not like a big fan of them anymore. But I don't dislike them necessarily, I guess.
Yeah,
But
my mom has downloaded multiple songs for my playlist because I listen to just music around the house because I'm a big music nerd and I'm always listening to it. And she'll be like, "What's this one called?" And I'll tell her, and she'll be like, "Okay," and she'll add it to her playlist.
one thing I don't understand my mom does, like she has a gym playlist because she works out wherever.
My mom
But it's
does
like,
too.
but no, like the weird thing is she puts ballads on there. Like she just likes listening to whatever. Like, like
Big
I
slay, honestly.
I don't understand. Like I wouldn't want to listen to like Cancer by My Chemical Romance while I'm trying to like get some of my gains in. Like I mean, she likes it. It is what it is. But I just like I do not understand that. And I don't even necessarily need hype songs. It's just like I'm not trying to like listen to like a super depressing song while working out. I don't know.
I do. It motivates me, I don't know.
Understandable.
Sobbing helps.
It does.
I think
It gets through the pain.
you just
Sorry.
you can't tell if the
I'm
tears are from the
sorry.
word. Why sorry?
PB's going through it. It's okay.
Just break down mid podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah. Speaking
say,
of
like-
um
Oh, okay.
our dad and music, PB, what is your favorite Beatles song?
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Or
Yeah.
A Day in the Life.
Oh, a classic. My favorite
Uh,
is definitely Octopus's Garden.
I need to
Basic.
look it up. I'm
Sorry.
forgetting.
Ex-
Strawberry Fields Forever. That has to be
Oh,
mine.
Strawberry Fields Forever is pretty good.
I'll have you know that
Uh,
Octopus's Garden is lesser known.
Also, though,
Blackbird's
I Am
good
the
too.
Walrus is very close. That is a classic, and
I am the
Rocky
Walrus.
like those are like some of my favorites.
Cuckoo,
And as basic as it
cuckoo.
is, I love Yesterday, of course. That like I always love that song. Like those
yeah.
are easy to say.
Was
I
it the
have one more
Beatles who did
topic.
Twist and
Oh.
Shout?
They did a cover of it, not the original.
No, well, I like their version. It's
No,
delicious.
that's the only version I've heard. But I know like in the first few albums, like had like a lot of covers on it. I think that's how it was back then, like with like artists and in general. Like you had like pad it with a lot of covers. But I just thought this was an interesting topic and not even much to talk about. But do you hear about Dream? Now he's saying how he deleted his face reveal and he's going back to wearing the mask. Like damn.
Really?
I don't really care for him. Like I've watched some of his videos, but I feel bad. They bullied him back into wearing the mask on.
I know, it's so frustrating because I did watch the face reveal because I was like, this is a monumental moment,
He
I
memed it though.
suppose.
Like I'm not saying justified the hate was justified at all. But like, bro, he hyped up the face reveal for no reason. I don't understand that.
But like, everyone was so mad because they expected either a dog ugly guy so they can make fun of, or an anime handsome guy, and he's just an average guy. And they were
He's just
so
an average
upset
white
about
dude.
that.
That's all it is.
He's just a guy.
But like,
It's not
it
that
reminds
deep.
me like I think like I was playing Among Us, like there's this user named Dream in there or something, and like he was being weird as hell, like how people on Among Us are. And I just remember how he like typed in chat, "Put the mask back on, Dream." That's my my best insult in Among Us so far. Like he shut up after that, I think.
You can't have
But-
your best. Oh man.
No, I'm saying
Speaking
best
in
insult
Among
in
Us.
No, I said in Among Us, like my best insult in there,
I
like not in
know.
general.
Nope, it's
Well,
in
that's-
general.
No, okay. I can't say them, but I've had some good ass roasts. Like, I've roasted my friend pretty good. Like, I don't know. I can't say them on here because, like, not trying to leak group chat stuff. But either way, I thought that could be a good topic to end it on. I don't know. Like, I feel like we went through all the topics I put. I think. Like, you guys good to end, or
Yeah, I wish I could undo my face reveal.
I
can't.
haven't done mine yet.
I get like back when I used to like post like back in the day, like I swear, even though I did a face reveal, everyone was like, "When's your face reveal?" I was like, I've done 1,000 of them. Shut up.
I still
was
haven't
tired
done
of
my
it.
face reveal. I plan to stick as being. I think I just had a stroke. I plan on being anonymous for as long as possible.
That's fair. Like I'll show my face, but I'm also not like actively showing my face everywhere. I kind of just don't care. Okay, I'm going to say we end it there because we've been going on for a bit. We got through the topics, and I'm going to nap.
That sounds like a great idea.
I'm gonna get food.
Good plan.
I'm gonna have a
I
shower.
ate before. We all have plans. But
Oh my goodness.
thank you guys for listening. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and like. If you're listening on Spotify, download and follow the podcast. We will see you next week. I don't know with what. We'll see you with something maybe. But thank you guys for listening, and bye.
Bye.
Bye.